We're back. The bus is back at base. Good evening, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 9:20 on Bank Holiday Monday night. Back with 2 for tomorrow on the Tuesday. I came back from Roscommon this evening, and just as I pulled up outside the house, the phone went cha-ching, so I knew it was a message. So I said the phone must be working inside. So it was. And then I got a message from the supplier, and hope you're all right, and that you weren't too pissed off, more or less. It wasn't like that, but it was worded to that effect. Anyway, we're back in business. We won't be making a visit to the graveyard just again for a while, hopefully. Well, the real graveyard for a long time. I forgot to mention last night, I read a comment the other day and I didn't answer it back, that Stephen Pitt, his father, passed away. I met him in Belfast Hospital when Stephen's brother was dying. When I went up to visit him, and I met them for an hour that day. So my sincere condolences to Stephen and to all of the family on the passing of his dad. I forgot to mention as well, I met Sean Coman. He's working in London. He's from Roscommon. He's from the Knockcrockery area, and I met him on Sunday. Saturday. He had to fly back Saturday evening because he was starting a new job on Monday, and he didn't want to be going in Balubas. And there was a guy supposed to come with him, because I had said I'd meet him for breakfast if he was on his own, but he had said that there was a guy, Dom Shepherd, supposed to come. What happened to Dom Shepherd? He slept in, didn't hear the clock. Imagine that Shepherd minded some sheep for you. I never heard the like of it, missing the Dublin Racing Festival, and he was actually there last year, I believe. So, thumbs down to you, Dom. You missed a great time. We had a few runners today. First one off was Stealthy Tom. I was never happy with it, the way it was going, and we're sort of lucky in the finish to get a place. So the 11-2, 6-1 in that region. It could have been a bit of late money for it. But Vanillier, similar to Stumptown, introduced to the banks by Gavin Cromwell, relished the opportunity to show his skills at it today. He was fifth behind Stumptown. It strengthened Stumptown's case for Cheltenham, actually. I think he was, in the last few days, he was 4-1 when I was looking at the race a couple of weeks ago. It was 5-2 now, 11-4. Vanillier, it'll probably go there, but the Grand National is maybe a target, but I think he's 145. It depends. It'll be tight enough to get in at 145 nearly. But Stealthy Tom, I was never sort of happy the way he was travelling. Much more so with Vanillier. Vanillier loved it. And I think, did Tom Leach and Christina put him up? I was going to do the reverse forecast, but I didn't. Well, it wouldn't have won anyway. It was first and third. We had a good winner then in Findlock, who drifted out to an SP of 13-2. Now, I was always happy the way that was going in comparison with the last day. He was sort of a no-show. Jumped well today and was always looking like he was going to contest the finish, which he did. Won snug enough. And the one we dream of, I put them down at 2 horses that we backed the last time. I was confident enough of the one we dream of the last time on the strength of its run previous in Cheltenham, when it was a fast finish in third. I don't know what happened to the last day. Well, the handbrake was on, I think, but late money for today suggested the handbrake was in the off position and it bolted up. It was always going to win from 4 out. Late money for, I think, a speed at 9 to 4. The disappointment of the day was Slotty Dotty, and now that drifted from 7 to 4 out to 7 to 2, which isn't a great sign. But it was on the inside on the worst of the ground too. That's the first time it encountered heavy ground. You'd imagine it'd have kept it outside, but today wasn't the day for that. There will be a day in it though, but we'll keep an eye on it. And then we had Payment Plan winning tonight. That was 6 to 4 all day. Went off 11 to 9, and I seen the result change. I wasn't expecting that. I know there's a lot of races I've been involved in down through the years when there was more damage done and there was nothing done about it. But anyway, when that backed the other one, what was it? Epic. Can't think of it. The mind is playing hell the last few days. Anyway, we'll go on to tomorrow. I have 2. I have a win bet and an each way bet. 3:45 is almost 3 mile chase on good to soft ground. Heard that is the fav. I'm not for that. I'm against it. I think it's better at 2.5. The only time it went at 3 miles, as you can see in Warwick, went off 11 to 4 favourite, and it was 5th beaten 9 lengths. Tanganyika, I think, needs heavier ground. PJB, I'm going an each way bet on Yes Day. This won a point to point in Ireland before going over to John Joe O'Neill. Won a bumper second time out, wasn't it? Yeah, second. No, ran the bumper first time. Won a maiden hurdle first time at 2-4. Ran a decent race when it was upped in trip to 3 mile behind Shanna Bob. That was a grade 2. Back in trip the next time, then up in trip again on heavy ground. I think the ground was too heavy behind Cuthbert Dibble. 2 chase runs then. 2.5 mile. Nice run first time out in a handicap of a rating of 120. And then the last day we seen it running because we were on the form is Mighty. And as I can show you, he wasn't too busy on it. And went off favourite that day. I was a bit worried about it because we were on this horse, remember, Skeleton. But when the chance was gone, there was no pressure put on. It was going all right for a lot of the race, but
he backed straight. It was the open ditch, and out in the lead, Jaramillo with the Form is Mighty at the front too. Away the lad on the outside of Yes Day, and up the inside goes Kaituna River under Keelan Woods. 2 lengths to St. Doctor. Eroic de Mold has come under pressure, and tailed off is Russian Ruler as this leading group of 5 make their way round the home turn. Jaramillo for James Bowen, and the Form is Mighty for Harry Skelton are the first 2. Kaituna River, Keelan Woods in 3rd place. Away the lad and Yes Day are now just being ridden along as they make their way up the home straight. The loose horse still out in front of the field. So this is 3 from the finish. The Form is Mighty on the left-hand side has moved through from Jaramillo. Then in 3rd place, Away the lad. Yes Day can't go on as they race towards the second last. The Form is Mighty is over by 3 lengths. Kaituna River has made steady progress through the pack to give chase with Jaramillo and Away the lad, but down towards the final fence. And it is the Form is Mighty who's over the last. Jaramillo made a little mistake, was into the bottom of it, being pressed for second by Kaituna River. But the Form is Mighty is coming right away in the closing stages.
You won't see him again. He fell out the back of the television. This is the 3rd run back and he's upped in trip. This is why he was purchased, to be a staying chaser. An each way bet at 6 to 1. He's about 7s on the exchanges. We go to Taunton. 2 to Tango is the fav. that was second last time out to a horse that went on and won then with a £7 penalty. Tom Donovan. But I'm taking it on with the second fav. State. Now, Harry Cobden riding for Emma Lavelle is the worrying thing. You know, here maybe to do a reverse forecast. But this horse used to be in Ireland with Ross O'Sullivan. Won a bumper in Sligo. 2 miles 2 in 2021. Long time ago. Went to Tim Vaughan. Done nothing. Only reduced his mark. Switched to Tom Lacey, who's on a bit of a roll lately. He's doing all right. But the last day, when he wasn't put into the race until late, I thought he ran on well enough, and he's back at the same track and the same distance. I might have to fast forward this because I didn't do it right.
And clear then of West Park Boy. So 5 left to jump. Ken Daly has come off the bridle in behind Tarantino, and on the inside, Bruce Gobbler. One that's lost ground also is Nobody's Perfect. The front 3 are followed by Star of Affinity, and on the outside, State of Fame, as they make their run towards 4 out here. Bruce Gobbler and Tarantino. State of Fame is following. Star of Affinity the inside. Ken Daly is just struggling to hold a spot on the outer. Hugo Bingo is on their tail. Likewise, Diesel Line more towards the inner as they jump the 4th last. Churchman trying to creep into it, coming back from an 8-month break. And then Just Go For It, and then A Little Something. As they run now towards 3 out. Bruce Gobbler's always been up there, and that is still the case with Tarantino. Star of Affinity and Freddie Gingell moving sweetly enough, with Hugo Bingo getting right into the thick of the action now under Anna Johnston. Just passing by half a length, State of Fame on the outside. The front 5 followed by Diesel Line. Just Go For It is picking off rivals. The veteran mare just going currently into 7th place, but chased along. Then A Little Something and Churchman, they are clear of the remainder. Bruce Gobbler, Tarantino on the outside, Hugo Bingo, the inner Star of Affinity, and then State of Fame. Diesel Line trying to get into it under Lorcan Williams as they run to the second last here. Bruce Gobbler is taken on and overtaken by Star of Affinity. Hugo Bingo the outside. These two going on to Diesel Line. Tarantino is weak, and then State of Fame going into 4th place. It's Star of Affinity at the second last, clear by 2 lengths to Hugo Bingo. Diesel Line in 3rd, State of Fame 4. Running down towards the last here. Star of Affinity has command by about 3 lengths. Freddie Gingell over clear of Hugo Bingo and Diesel Line. Then State of Fame clear of Just Go For It, plugging on. Running towards the last half furlong here. Star of Affinity has this in the bag, and it is Star of Affinity and Freddie Gingell. He'll complete a double. Star of Affinity the winner. Diesel Line second, and then flying home, State of Fame.
I think Diesel Line, they run tomorrow as well. See in the other. He's in the other. If he runs well in the previous, that split, Division 1, Diesel Line. 7-year-old Jeremy Scott Larkin Williams, bumper winner too. He's running in that. He might be worth a shot too tomorrow. It's not great stuff. I was going over it for ages there trying to get a bet. But anyway, it's Monday night. We missed last Monday night. You never know, what do we do on a Monday night? We sing a song. So we'll sing one, and I mentioned it there last week when we were listening to a horse, There She Goes. I said I might sing it some night for the Dubs, the Bleeding Jackies. Are we? In Dublin town there lives a girl fairer than the flower I'm wearing, Rose Donahue, all fresh and new, and I love her past old Kieran. And there she goes, my rings and rose. In God's garden there's an unfairer, rarer, and there she goes, my rings and rose. Dublin town has seen none fairer. Sweet 17, my seamstress queen, she's no bigger than a thimble, soft satin skin, street Arabs grin. Sure she makes the work look simple. And there she goes, my rings and rose. In God's garden there's an unrarer, and there she goes, my rings and rose. Dublin town has seen none fairer. 3 yards of lace to walk with grace, and a golden ring she's asking. The 7's low, but still I know that our love is everlasting. And there she goes, my rings and rose. In God's garden there's none rarer, and there she goes, my rings and rose. Dublin town has seen none fairer. I have another one lined up here and we'll see what we do with it. Back in the 60s song. Oh, I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. All love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. A disappointment haunted all of my dreams. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. Oh, I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a living thing. The more I gave, the less that I got, yeah, oh yeah. Oh, what's the use in trying? All you get is pain. Oh, when I wanted sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. Oh, I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Oh, what's the use in trying? All you get is pain. Oh, when I wanted sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. Oh, I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. I said there's plenty out there, plenty of farmers, when they wanted sunshine and the fields of hay ready to be cocked or baled, and they got rain. Bash the bookies over and out. I'm a believer if